Like there's something special that happens when you're doing like hard, intense cardio. But when you get to a place when you start training for races, and it's different for everyone, whether it's a 10K, whether it's a half marathon, whether it's a marathon, you start training and like what happens is your mind convinces you that you can't do it. So you go into it. And when you first start, I remember like when I first started marathon training, I was like, the first run was 2 miles. And I was like, oh my God, 2 miles, this is crazy. And then the next week, right, you do your long run once a week, 3 miles. And I remember when I got to like 5 or 6 miles, I'm like, oh my God, this is hard. And then double digits. I remember going into my first 10-mile run, I'm like, my mind is telling me I just can't do it. And then I remember doing it, and I had been training up into this point and running multiple times a week. And it wasn't that hard, the 10 miles. And I was like, oh my God, maybe I can do this. And, you know, you continue to ramp up and overcome these like mental barriers that you create for yourself of telling you physically or psychologically that you're not capable of achieving a certain goal or doing something that's really hard. And then once you see yourself achieve those goals and know that you can confidently do them because you've worked so hard and put in the time and the energy and the training, like, yeah, most people can't just wake up one day and run a marathon. There's some psychopaths that can, but generally speaking, no, not without getting injured or whatever. But when you put in all that time and energy and then you see the fruits of your labor and you go into your first race or to like marathon morning and you're like, I know I can do this. When you get to that place where you're like, I know I'm capable of achieving this thing that seems so unattainable, it's really profound, and it translates to many other areas of your life, whether it be addiction recovery, whether it be opening a business or getting the job or whatever your goals are that seem so impossible, getting the degree, going back to school, whatever it might be. I truly believe doing really hard things and seeing yourself achieve them helps you be successful in those areas. There's just things that I would have never went on a limb to do had I not successfully ran a marathon, and at this point multiple marathons, right? And for some people it's not running, maybe it's biking, maybe it's rock climbing, like something that's hard, like doing hard things and being uncomfortable and afraid and pushing through those. Something special happens in our brain and our neuro pathways when we do something that's not simple, not easy, not something we could just do overnight. When it's the simple, the easy, the comfortable, there's time and space for those things too. But doing the hard thing, like that's how we retrain our neural pathways, especially as like recovering addicts. You know what I mean? Like we have to, that's exactly what happens when we get sober. Our tools and our skill sets are usually, oh, I go get high when this happens, or if things are hard, or if I'm uncomfortable, I just go get loaded. When you start doing other hard things in your life, especially physical things, something magical happens, I swear.